multiple visions for the multiple roles that you have in your life. But it's painting a picture of what could be and what should be. Vision is not just a goal. Yes, a goal is a part of your vision, but it's not just a goal. So maybe to become a director or to earn a Cadillac, those are goals, but they're not necessarily vision. Vision is more powerful than a goal because it's about a sense of possibility of what your life could stand for. Okay, so yes, your goal is to earn a Cadillac, but why? Like, what's the deeper meaning to that? What kind of life would it create for you? What kind of impact would that create in your community? Okay, so vision goes beyond just the actual goal. And it's kind of creating this picture of what your life could stand for. Okay, so every day we have the choice to move toward or move away from that vision. I really believe that there are very few, if any, neutral choices in our daily life. Okay, neutral means it doesn't count for anything. It doesn't count for moving towards it, doesn't count for moving away. I think there's very few neutral choices. All of the little choices we make, it's moving us closer or it's moving us farther away. Even insignificant choices that you don't think make an impact, they do. They add up over time. They add up over time. Success accumulates, failure accumulates, and they're just small, little, tiny choices. And so let's start with some reflection questions on the pages that I wanted you to go to, which I believe are 12 and 13. And we want to start with the end in mind, you guys. I want to start with the end in mind and with the big picture. And I think Amy did this so beautifully. Remember, she said get in a time machine and fast forward to when you're 80 and when your life is over. What will you be glad you could say that you stood for? Or what would your regrets be at that point? Or what would you want your kids to say about you? Like, describe your mom. What would you want them to actually say? Describe her life and what she did and the impact she made. What would you want them to say? I think that's such an effective way to really bring clarity to today. It's like, what's the end? Start with the end in mind and back it up and decide what choices you need to make that is going to lead you to that end result. What would your obituary say? Did you know that Alfred Nobel, the Nobel Peace Prize guy, there was some kind of weird situation that happened that he actually read his obituary before he died. They actually messed it up in the newspaper somehow and wrote his obituary, but he was still living. I know. Now, what if you read your obituary today? What would it say? I think for some of us, it would just be really short because we haven't made the choices to do things and to get into action and to make an impact. And so anyway, so he read his obituary and he had created something with dynamite that had been used in all these world wars and had been used as a weapon for a lot of death and destruction. Okay, he was this brilliant inventor, but he basically read this and had this come to Jesus moment and realized that his life was resulting in wars and death because of this invention. And so that was the moment that he changed his life course